So it says here that we are at stage 4, paragraph
Mm-hmm.
page 277. Okay, and our last headword was to be angry, new word type of lesson. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's start with revision. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. First question. Do we use the present perfect to talk about our experiences? Do we use the present perfect to talk about our experiences? Yes, we
Yes,
use
we
the present
use
perfect
the present
to talk
perfect
about our
to talk about our
experiences.
experience,
So that's plural, experiences.
experiences.
Very good. Have you eaten Spanish food? Have you eaten Spanish food? Yes or no? I've
Yes,
eaten
I have eaten
Spanish food.
Spanish food.
Wait, have you visited Paris? Have you visited Paris? Yes or no?
Yes, I
Vis-
have visited Paris.
Very good. Have you ever worked on a farm? Have you ever worked on a farm? Yes or no?
No, I
Have
haven't
never.
ever worked at home.
One more. No.
At farm.
Very good. One more. No, I have never worked
I have never
on a
worked
farm.
on a farm.
Very good. Do we also use the present perfect to talk about the duration of an action up to now? Do we also use the present perfect to talk about the duration of an action up to now? Yes,
Yes,
we also use
we also
the
use
present perfect
a present
to talk
perfect
about the
to talk about
duration of an
duration
action
of an
up to
action
now.
up to now.
Very good. How long have you lived in your city? How long have you lived in your city? I have lived
I have
in
living
this
my
city
city in this city for
for
10 years.
very good. Have you studied English for more than 6 months? Have you studied English for more than 6 months? Yes or no?
Yes,
I have
I have
studied English
studied
for
English
more
over
than.
6 months, more than 6 months.
Very good. Okay. Do we also use the present perfect to talk about the result now of a past action? Do we also use the present perfect to talk about the result now of a past action? Yes, we also
Yes,
use
we
the
also
present
use
perfect
the present
to talk
perfect
about
to
the
talk
result
about
now, result
sorry,
now
the result now
of a past action.
or past action.
Very good. Have you eaten too much today? Have you eaten too much today? Yes or no?
Yes, I have
Have,
eaten too much today.
have everybody come to the lesson today? Has everybody come to the lesson today? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Everybody
Oh,
has come
everybody has
to the
come
lesson today.
to the lesson today.
Very good. What do too many and too much mean? What do too many and too much mean? Too many and
Too
too much
many
mean
and too much means
an excessive number
an
or
excessive
number or
the
quantity
word
or
quantity
quantity and
about
therefore
quantity and
not a
therefore
good thing.
not good things.
Well, do children feel ill if they eat too many sweets? Do children feel ill if they eat too many sweets? Yes,
Yes,
children feel
children
ill if
feel
they eat
ill
too many
if
sweets.
they eat too many
Sweets,
sweets.
very good. Do you agree there are too many people in the world with too little food to eat? Do you agree there are too many people in the world with too little food to eat? Yes, I
Yes, I
agree.
agree.
There are too many
There are too
people
many
in the world
people in the
with
world
too little food
with too
to
little
eat.
food to eat.
Very good. Are you too short to touch the ceiling? Are you too short to touch the ceiling? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm too short to touch the
Very
ceiling.
good. Do you think a millionaire has too much money? Do you think a millionaire has too much money? Yes or no?
Yes, I think millionaire
Has too
has too
much.
much money.
Very good. If people eat too much, do they feel bad? If people eat too much, do they feel bad? Yes. If
Yes.
people
Hmm?
eat too much,
If the people eat too much,
they feel bad.
they feel bad.
Very good. If you work too much, do you feel tired all the time? If you work too much, do you feel tired all the time? Yes.
Yes,
If
if
I
I
work too much,
worked too
I
much,
feel tired
I
all the
feel
time.
tired all the time.
Very good. At what age did you begin school? At what age did you begin school? I began
I
school at
began
the age
school
of.
at age of 6.
Very good. Which do you think is the best age for a person to get married? Which do you think is the best age for a person to get married? I think
I
the
think
best age
the
for
best
a
age
person
the person
for a person
for a
to
person
get
to
married
get
is about
married It's about 28 years old.
Very good. Which do you think was the best age in history to live in? Which do you think was the best age in history to live in? I think
I think
so. There's like
30.
dinosaur age, prehistoric age, stone age, ice age, or modern age.
I think modern age
What's the best age
was the best
in
age
history to live in?
in the history to live.
Yeah, you don't like dinosaur age. Me too. Okay. do pe- do people sometimes marry too young? Do people sometimes marry too young? Yes,
Yes,
people sometimes
people
marry too
sometimes
young.
marry too young.
Very good. How much does the average meal cost in the average restaurant in the place where you live? How much does the average meal cost in the average restaurant in the place where you live? The average
The
meal cost
average
about
of
one more.
the meal cost,
The average
the
meal
average
cost
meal cost
about
about 3,000 yen
in the
in my
average restaurant
average restaurant
in the place where I live.
in the place where I live.
Oh, expensive. One more. The average meal
The
cost
average meal
about
cost
3,000 yen
about 3,000
in the
yen
average
in the
restaurant.
average of
Restaurant.
restaurant.
In the average restaurant
In average restaurant
in the place where I live.
in the place where I live.
Very good. What's the average number of hours a day that people work in your country? What's the average number of hours a day that people work in your country? The average
The
number of
average number
hours a day.
of hours to
A day.
it,
A day.
could
One
you
more.
say
The
the
average number.
average hour
One more. The average number
average
of
number
hours a day.
of hours
A
I
day
a day
that people work
that people
in my
work
country is
in my
about.
country is about 7 hours 30 minutes.
Very good. About how many floors has the average building in your street got? About how many floors has the average building in your street got? The average building
The average
in
of building
in my street got
in my
about
street in the street about
how many floors?
40 floors.
14 floors. Oh, you're in Tokyo. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Very good. So, is this piece of paper thick? Oh, where's that? Is this piece of paper thick? No. That
No, it
piece
isn't.
that
That
piece
piece
of
of
paper
paper
isn't thick.
isn't thick.
It's thin.
It's thin.
Right? Is your book thinner than the glass in the window? Is your book thinner than the glass in the window? No,
No,
my book
my
isn't
book
thinner
isn't
than the
thinner
glass
than
in the
the
window.
glass of the window.
In the window.
In the window,
It's thicker.
it's thicker.
Very good. What words can we use instead of the words large and small? What words can we use instead of the words large and small? We can use the
We can
words
use the
big
word
and little.
bigger,
Big and
big
little
and little
instead of the
instead
words
of the
large
word
and
large and
small.
small.
Very good. Do we generally say littler and littlest? Do we generally say littler and littlest? No, we
No,
don't
we
generally
don't
say
say generally say
littler and littlest.
literal and literist.
What do we use instead? What do we use instead? We use
We use
smaller and
smaller and
smallest
smallest
instead.
instead
Why? Why? Because they are
because
easier to
they are
pronounce.
easier to
Right?
pronounce.
Is Switzerland a bigger country than India? Is Switzerland a bigger country than India? No,
No,
Switzerland
Switzerland
isn't a
isn't
bigger
bigger
country
country
than
than
India.
India.
It's a smaller country
It's a
than
smaller
India.
country than India.
Very good. Is that a little room you're in? Is that a little room you're in? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm
This
in a
is a
this is
little room I'm
a
in.
little room I'm in.
Very good. What's the difference between a purse and a wallet? What's the difference between a purse and a wallet? The
The
difference
difference
between
between purse and
a purse
wallet,
is that
a purse
women
is a woman
generally have purses
generally have
and
purses,
men
the
generally
men
have wallets.
generally have wallets.
Very good. What does a man carry in his wallet? What does a man carry in his wallet? A man carries
A man
his
carries
cash and cards
his cash and card
in his wallet.
in his wallet.
Very good. Do you ever lose your money? Do you ever lose your money? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
sometimes
have. I
I
sometimes
sometimes
lose
lose.
my lost my money.
Very good. If you lose your way in a large city, what do you do? If you lose your way in a large city, what do you do? If I lose my
If
way
I lose
in a large city,
my money in a
oh
large
no, it's
city,
way. If I lose my
uh,
way,
if I
lose my way.
away,
One more.
if I lose my
If I lose my way
if I lose
in
my
a
way
large city,
in a large
I
city,
ask a policeman.
I ask a policeman.
Very good. Which do you think it's worse to lose, your keys or your purse? Which do you think it's worse to lose, your keys or your purse? I think
I
it's worse
think
to lose
it's worse to
my.
lose my key.
Very good. What's the opposite of the verb to lose? What's the opposite of the verb to lose? The
The
opposite
opposite
of the verb to
of the
lose
word to lose
is to
is
find.
get to find.
Very good. If you find something in the street worth a lot of money, what do you do with it? If you find something in the street worth a lot of money, what do you do with it? If I find
If I
something
find
in the street
something in the street
worth a lot of money,
worth a lot of money,
I
I take
take it to the
take
police
it to
station.
the policeman.
Very good. How do you feel if you lose something and then find it again? How do you feel if you lose something and then find it again? I feel happy
I
if
feel
I
happy
lose something
if I do
and then
something
find it
and then
again.
find it again.
Very good. Okay, next. Do you find English easy to learn? Do you find English easy to learn? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
find
find
English
English is
easy to
easy to
learn.
learn.
Very good. Do you find maps difficult to read? Do you find maps difficult to read? Yes or no? Do
What
you
is
find
that?
maps like map
Maps. Yes, I find map
difficult
sometimes difficult
to
to
read?
read.
Very good. Okay, do you get angry very easily? Do you get angry very easily? Yes or no?
Yes,
I get
I
angry
get angry
very
very
easily.
easily.
Oh, dangerous. Okay. What kind of things make you angry? What kind of things make you angry? The kind of things
The kind
that
of
make me.
that
One
makes
more.
me angry.
The kind of things
The kind of
that
things
make me angry
that make me
are when
angry
things go
are
wrong,
the things go all wrong
when people are making
when
too
people are
much
making
noise,
too much noise,
etc.
etc.
What do you do when you're angry? What do you do when you're angry? When I'm angry,
When I'm angry,
I I
I'm complaining.
I complain. Very good.
I'm complaining.
Do you feel hungry at the moment? Do you feel hungry at the moment? Yes or no?
No, I don't
Feel
feel
hungry.
angry
Hungry.
at the moment.
Very good. What do you do when you feel hungry? What do you do when you feel hungry? I eat
I
when I
eat
feel
when
hungry.
I feel hungry.
Very good. And that's the end of our revision. Very good. Let's have new work. Very good. Okay. Let's start. Repeat. Fish.
Finish.
Swim.
Swim.
Swimmer.
Swimmer.
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool.
Very good. Okay, listen. A fish is an animal without legs that lives in the water. Swim is a verb. For example, fish swim in the sea. A person who swims well is called a swimmer. To swim like a fish means to be a strong swimmer. A
Mhm.
swimming pool is a noun. For example, we sometimes swim in the sea and sometimes in the swimming pool. Let's practice. Which do you prefer, fish or meat? Which do you prefer, fish or meat? I prefer
I prefer meat
to fish.
to fish.
Ah, me too. Can you swim? Can you swim? Yes or no?
No, no,
I
I'm
can't.
not swim.
I can't
I
swim.
can't swim.
Ah, me neither. What does it mean to swim like a fish? What does it mean to swim like a fish? To swim like a
To
fish
swim like a
means
fish
to be a
means
strong swimmer.
to
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 be
be a strong swimmer.
very good. Do you prefer swimming in the sea or in a swimming pool? Do you prefer swimming in the sea or in a swimming pool? I
I
prefer
prefer
swimming.
to swimming in
Amor,
a pool
I
or
I
pool.
prefer to
I
swim
prefer to swim in a
in
swimming
in
pool.
a swimming pool. Very good. What do we call the two ends of a swimming pool? What do we call the two ends of a swimming pool? We call the
We
two
call
ends
the two
of a
ends
swimming pool
of a swimming
the
pool,
shallow end
shallow
and
end
the deep end.
and deep end.
Very good. Next, repeat. Dream, dreamt, dreamt.
Dream, drum, drum.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Very good. Okay, listen. Okay, so dream is a verb. It means to have thoughts in your sleep. The three forms of dreams are dream, dreamt, and dreamt. We call a bad dream a nightmare. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's practice. Do you dream very much at night? Do you dream very much at night? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I dream a
dream
lot at night.
a lot at night.
Very good. What do we call a bad dream? What do we call a bad dream? We call
We
a bad
call the
dream
bad
a
dream is
nightmare.
a nightmare.
Very good. What are the three forms of dream? What are the three forms of dream? The three
The
forms
three
of
forms
dream
of dream
are
is
are
are
dream, dreamt,
dream,
dreamt.
dreamt, dreamt.
Very good. What did you dream about last night? What did you dream about last night? I dreamt
I don't
about
remember. I dream about.
what?
I dreamt
Food,
about
vacation.
something I exercise.
Oh, healthy. That's a healthy
Um,
dream. Okay, one more. I dreamt about
I dreamt about
exercise
exercise
last night.
last night.
Oh, so you were healthy in your dream. Very good. Next, repeat garden. One more.
Garden,
Garden.
a garden.
Very good. Okay, listen. A garden is a noun. It is a piece of land next to your house where there are flowers and other plants, usually in
Mm.
the countryside. Okay, let's practice. Have you got a garden at home? Have you got a garden at home? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I've
got
got a
a
garden
garden
at home.
at home.
Very good. Next, repeat refuse.
Refuse.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word refuse is a verb. To refuse means to say no to other people. For example, my sister asked me to help her clean the house. I said no. I refuse to help her. Very bad, brother. Okay,
Mm.
let's practice. Do you ever refuse to help other people? Do you ever refuse to help other people? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I refused.
sometimes
I sometimes
re-
refused
to help other people.
to help other people.
Very good. Next, repeat. Separate.
Separate.
Very good. Okay, listen. Separate is an adjective. It means different. For example, I write my dictation in this book. I write my dictation in this book, not in this
Mm-hmm.
book. So I write
Mm-hmm.
my dictations in a separate book.
Mm-hmm.
My parents live in Manila. I live in Cebu. I live in a separate place from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's practice. Do you write your dictations in a separate book from your other books? Do you write your dictations in a separate book than your other books? Yes or no?
Yes,
Write my
I
dictations
write my
in a
dictations
separate book
in a separate
from
book
my other books.
from my other books.
Very good. Do you live in a separate house from your parents? Do you live in a separate house from your parents? Yes or no?
Yes, I live
In a
in
separate
a
house
separate
from
house
my parents.
from my parents.
Very good. Next, repeat. Lovely.
Lovely.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word lovely is an adjective. It means beautiful or pleasant. Lovely. For example, my friend is a beautiful girl. We can say she's a lovely girl. I had
Mm.
a pleasant day yesterday. Or I had a lovely day yesterday. Okay, let's practice. Give me an example of the word lovely. Give me an example of the word lovely, please. I had a lovely
I had
holiday
a lovely,
last year.
lovely,
Holiday
uh,
last year.
lovely holiday last year.
She's a lovely person.
He's a lovely
The
person.
weather's lovely today.
The weather is lovely today.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Keep.
Pete,
With the letter K. Keep.
keep.
Very good. Okay, now let's learn about the word keep in English. So the word keep has many meanings in English.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's start. Okay, repeat. Continue.
Continue.
Very good. Okay, listen. The verb keep has many different meanings from, and there are some. Okay, let's start with keep. Continue means
Mhm.
the word keep plus ing. Like so, the word
Mhm.
keep plus gerund means continue. Okay,
Mhm.
if we use the word keep with the verb ing or a gerund, we mean to continue doing something without stopping, or to do it
Mhm.
again and again. For
Mhm.
example, it's very bad for the health to keep eating. after our stomachs are completely full. We can also say keep running, so don't stop running. Keep walking, keep talking. Okay, let's practice. Oh,
Mm.
will you keep studying English until you die? Will you keep studying English until you die? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'll keep
I
I'll
keep
keep
stu-
studying English
keep studying English
until I die.
until I
Yeah, I'll
die.
teach English also until I die. Do you agree it's very bad for the health to keep eating after our stomachs are completely full? Do you agree it's very bad for the health to keep eating after our stomachs are completely full? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
agree.
agree.
It's very bad
It's
for the
very
health
bad for
to
health
keep eating
to keep
after our
eating
stomachs
after our
are
stomach
completely
is
full.
completely full.
Very good. Now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
American, so our reading is at stage 3, paragraph page 178. Last headword was nice. Okay, so let's
Just
start with the next headword. Okay, start with headword. Page 179. Past tense ago.
179.
179.
I just opening the ebook.
Okay, okay.
179.
Yeah, 179. And start with the the beginning of 179. Past tense ago.
Okay, past tense ago.